Hello and welcome to 2025. I hope you're well, because I am. A few updates have happened. I finally finished renovating the house, which is fantastic news, which means I got more time to create content for you guys. But where to start? What's happening in the last few weeks in Australia when it comes to EV space? Firstly is the new Tesla Model Y, the Juniper as many people call it. It's now available. I think it's the launch edition, which now has all the colours are free. So we're not going to see the hordes of white Model Ys everywhere anymore, which is a good thing. But yeah, more details than that I'm sure you can find in other places. But the clickbait of this video is, as you saw, the Yangwang with a Wang. Now, let's see. The Yangwang. As you saw, I can't remember what model it is. I'm not sure it's the Yangwang U8. I think that's a really big SUV looking thing, which is pretty ugly really. But it's the hypercar thing. The thing that's got 1,000 horsepower and can jump stuff. Jump stuff like potholes. Jump stuff like road spikes and chalk on the road. Don't know why I need to jump chalk on the road, but they do. The things I think are weird about it, how comfortable would it be riding that vehicle as it jumps something? Would you be better off hitting the pothole? And it also appears that you need to be doing over or about 100 kilometers an hour for it to jump the pothole successfully anyway. Otherwise, it's be like hopping on the spot. It's not actually going to clear a pothole, is it? And Australian roads that are 100 kilometers an hour, or motorways anyway, are usually generally pretty good. I don't think I've ever hit a pothole on a freeway, not a big one anyway. Country roads, different story. Those things are crazy. Imagine that. It's like driving a friggin' pogo stick. But yes, as the click my table says, the Wang, or the Wing as the older generation call it. The Wang as the cool kids call it. It looks like to be significant downforce. Now, downforce is great with a hypercar and you want to go fast around corners and accelerate and brake and stuff. But how does downforce go when you're trying to jump the car? You've got to push the wheels into the road to lift the weight of the car. So you're lifting the weight of the car plus the weight of the downforce. Do the wings, are they active aero? Does the downforce reduce the minute the car wants to jump? I don't know, it just seems odd. I don't know how it's going to work. And plus you've got the big wing at the back, creating all that downforce at the back there. So if the car jumps, is it going to jump and then do this? Then again in the videos, it goes pretty flat, doesn't it? I don't know. It's definitely interesting. It's definitely something that's very strange. Is it a gimmick? I mean, I can't really see it being used on Australian roads anyway, or even in reality. I mean, to me it seems like a gimmick, which works. I mean, while talking about it, and you've seen the videos, it's all pretty cool. Now today I'm in my local park because I'm quite fond of that pile of sticks. Those pile of sticks right there, particularly, and this leaf. I mean, look at that, that's amazing. It's nature, it's art, beautiful. Just that particular leaf though, not the rest. So what else has been happening? With me, as I mentioned earlier, renovations are finished, more content time, great. The house will be on the market soon. I'm not going to dox myself just yet, but exciting times, but we're still going to move and things, so I'm going to have more time to make videos for you, but maybe not as many as I'd like, but hopefully after the moving stuff settled and all sorted, I'll probably make some more content. Do you want to see that sort of content? Do you want to see what goes on with the new place and how we fix it and renovate it and do what we have to do? We don't even know what we're going to be buying yet anyway. That's for another topic, for another video. Anyway, back to the week's news. Wood. Interesting sculpture. The floor's actually really spongy. It's kind of cool. Should cut those toenails, hey? Anyway, yes, the Chinese EV price war well and truly underway in Australia. Good news for you if you're looking for a cheap car. It also destroys the argument that EVs are unaffordable because they're not now. $29,990 starting price for a BYD Dolphin with 350 kilometres of range. I mean, that's actually pretty epic. There's not many new cars, petrol driven, for sale for that price anymore. The average price is near like $40,000 of every car sold, so $29,990 is actually really good. I'm sure if you'd be really, really nice to the salespeople, you might be able to get a really good deal and, you know, sweet talk them and promise them a night out and a cup of coffee and you'll kiss them in the morning, but you know, you might get a good deal. Definitely worth a shot, that's for sure. And also too, means like the things like a motor, I think it's E5 it is, are also had price cuts. Cupra Born, 25% price cut, bringing it down to about 40K. Now the Cupra Born, I'd never driven one. It's a Volkswagen essentially. It's the only Volkswagen you can buy in Australia. As much as we want the ID3s, ID4s and ID Buzz, the Cupra Born's the only one we've got. I know a few people online that have them and they swear by them actually. They live in Canberra. If you're watching, hi. But yeah, they love it. They drive it regularly between Canberra and the coast. It does the job, it does the distances quite easily and they're very happy with it. So that's a good thing. So yeah, Cupra Born, look into it if you're curious. If you've got bucket loads of cash, and less wood, there's a Sony, the new Sony EV coming out, $89,000 US, which is about 480 million Australian dollar dues right now, the way our exchange rate is going. I'm rather disappointed it didn't have a PlayStation 5 controller steering wheel, but you know, what can you do? It might have in the future, who knows? But I also do believe there is a high spec model available for around about 130,000 US dollars. That's about 4.5 billion Aussie. Yeah. And to be fair, it looks pretty bland to me. It looks like a Lucid Air, much like the front of the new Model Y Tesla, and also a lot of the EVs out of China all look pretty much the same. I don't know if it's just a trend, but I also know that aerodynamics don't change. The results of a wind tunnel and dynamic modelling won't change regardless of the badge, unless the badge is like a centimetre thick and actually sticks up into the airflow. But yeah, aerodynamics don't change. Laws of physics don't change around fluid dynamics. I hope it's just a trend. They don't look too bad, but they all look the same and pretty bland to me. So hopefully we get some better designs in the future, hopefully. It's a nice big storm's brewing back there, look at that. Getting bits of thunder and lightning. Very, very frightening. Oh yeah, Polestar 6. Speaking of ED design. EDM. Oh yeah, anyway. Polestar 6. Looks pretty cool. 2-door, 2+2. So if you've got two micro kids, put them in the back seat. I guess that's, I don't know why they bother with the 2+2. Just put two big seat pockets back there and put your storage and stuff in there, like your umbrellas and things when you get caught out with the roof down. But it does look pretty cool. Oh yeah, 250,000 US dollars. So convert that to Australian dollar dues, who knows? It does have 870 horsepower and 970 twisty torqueys to make it move a bit faster. So that's actually quite powerful. Looks cool. The nearest competitor, I guess, is the MG Cyberster, which is currently available in Australia and also looks pretty cool. And lastly for this week, XPeng and Volkswagen are teaming up to build a supercharger network. Is supercharger a Tesla brand name? Or is that what we call them now, just supercharger networks? I don't know. But anyway, they're building their own DC fast charging network out in China, which is great. Why stick to China though? XPeng is coming to Australia. They're selling in Europe. Not so much America anymore, I doubt. Because we all know why. Yeah, why not build it in Australia? Why not expand it worldwide? Tesla have done it. And to be fair for Tesla, if it wasn't for that supercharger network, it would not have, how do I say it? The EV revolution wouldn't have happened as fast if Tesla hadn't built that supercharger network, because that supercharger network really was groundbreaking. And what allowed EVs to become road trip machines, to drive across Australia, up and down the East Coast, and people to travel with EVs, which destroyed the myth that EVs were short range milk carts essentially. So yeah, we've got to give Tesla credit for that, which is great. Another supercharger network, fantastic, only in China at the moment. Oh, speaking of the price wars, Nissan Leaf now available, Aussie delivered. They come with spare tyres, believe it or not. I think it's a Space Saver spare, still a spare tyre, not just a little jar of gel on a pump, which do work. I mean, in reality, the numbers don't lie. Majority of people don't have to change tyres and don't need punch repair kits. Hence, there's no more spare tyres in most cars you buy these days. But yes, anyway, to the point, $35,000 drive away, Aussie delivered Nissan Leaf, which is good news. As you know, my father has one, he loves it. He's being the boomer generation, he normally has I need to trade in my car every 3 years because I don't look like I'm successful if I don't have a brand new car every 3 years. This time with his Nissan Leaf, he is not doing that. Because he said he can't find another car in the market that puts a smile on his face as much as that does. He refuses to buy a Tesla because no buttons, but he loves it, puts a smile on his face. He's keeping it. It's had it almost as long as we've had our Tesla now, like 4.5, 5 years. Still going strong. Battery's still 100% according to the instrument panel, which is fantastic news. So there's nothing wrong with an Aussie delivered Nissan Leaf, and at 35k drive away, you're going to be pretty happy with it. Though, negative, as I found out on my road trip video, which should be, I'll post somewhere in a link or somewhere on the interwebs, is they do suffer from rapid gate if you fast charge and you continue on for a long drive. The temperature of the battery does get up there quite a bit, and it stays up there, which is a little disconcerting. That's yes, still worthy of a consideration. Lovely storm up there. I can hear thunder now. So if you can hear thunder, it usually means you're pretty close to a strike zone. So it's time for me to get out of here and say, I hope you all had a merry new year and a happy Christmas holiday period over the break, because I know I didn't, I was too busy renovating a house. But yes, that's all finished now. So more content coming soon. I hope, fingers crossed. And I just realised there's a tree bolted to this rock. Look at that. But yeah, storm's coming. I got to get out of here. If you got this far, thank you for watching. I much appreciate it. And there will be more content coming as my workload with study and house renovations is now almost complete. So take care. See you all in the next one. Bye.